All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. There she's all put together, got the mirror on there. So this is a 60-volt system. It's got a custom 2,000 watt rated brushless gearless direct drive motor that peaks at 3,000 watts. It's got a 50 amp controller, a full twist throttle. It's got a 60 volt 25 amp hour 17 string battery that charges to around 71 volts. It says Samsung battery cells. I hope so. It's one of the reasons I ordered. It's got a Trauma front fork. It's got a fast-aced 450 pound rear shock, Rangoon 4-piston 203 millimeter hydraulic disc brakes, and Innova all-terrain tires. It's got a 4-inch in the front and a 4.5 in the rear. It comes with a throttle lock, basically an ignition key. It comes with a rear wheel lock, and it has all the bells and whistles as far as turn signals, and I'll show you some fancy stuff it has off of it at night. There's one fancy thing. Pretty much so I have test rode the bike to get the brakes adjusted. One of the front rotors had a loose bolt in it, so I had to troubleshoot that. Took a little bit. The first run we do isn't going to have a full speed run. I drained the battery down, so but there she is. She's looking real good. I like it a lot. Well built, quality bike. I can tell you that already. Very well built. All right, well, we'll see you out on the road. We're also going to have a quick comparison between this and the Rev 1, just real quick. But we'll see you out on the road. Take care. All right, we're just going to do a quick look at the two bikes here, the Rev 1 and the Motor Goat. Let me say this. You can see that the Motor Goat's bigger. It's definitely a bigger bike. Got a higher seat, longer wheelbase. Not a lot longer, but a little bit. Just in general, it's just bigger. I mean, you're sitting up higher, so there's a really good shot where you can see how much higher up the Goat is. So just a quick look at the two of them together. Kind of last year's top selling motorcycle e-bike with what's going to definitely be this year's top selling motorcycle e-bike. So there you go, just a quick comparison look. Take care, we'll see you on the ride. Fixing to be heading out on the Goat. All right, welcome back, everybody. I was able to get the brakes kind of straightened out. Found one of the bolts loose on the caliper, and we were able to kind of get it adjusted from there. They are still a little bit wobbly, but you know, they're like $7-8 rotors, so that's what you get sometimes with these bikes, is a little bit of a cheap rotor. You could see these rotors on Amazon for about $9-10 bucks. So but other than that, I was able to get them adjusted out, so I'm happy. Let me show you one of the cool things it does have. It has these little like LED accent lighting that comes off the bottom of the turn signal. I hope y'all can see that. Okay, it's like those two circular LED round red pattern there. That is so cool. So let's go on out. We're not going to do any real top speed run right now. The battery's kind of drained down. It's not 100% from all working on the brake that I've been doing. So one of the things I did forget is it's got a full twist throttle. So let me get the headlight on. All right, we're going to start off in pedal assist 1. I'm going to tell you, pedal assist 1's a dog. You can go about 6 miles per hour. There it is. Let's go pedal assist 2. There's some power. And you can get about 16 or 17 miles per hour, maybe 18. I can tell you this bike's got some juice, got some power. All right, so let's hit 3. There, we actually pegged the 3,000 watts that time. You can get about 26, 27. We're going uphill right now. All right, let's go pedal assist 4. You can see it turns red. And in pedal assist 4, we can hit about 35 miles per hour. So the throttle is tied to the pedal assist, which I like. I've never had a bike like that where the throttle is tied to the assist. I think that's kind of cool. Almost like gives it a transmission. We're not going to go into pedal assist 5. We'll do that when the battery's juiced. Of course, until I ride the bike more, what have I been? 10 miles now? You never know until... You know, these guys who ride these bikes for about 20 miles and want to tell you everything about them. I don't know about that. So, I will tell you this, it's got better torque than I thought it would have for a direct drive motor. It gets up and goes in pedal assist 4 and 5 and 3. The other thing, I don't know why they say it peaks at 2,600 watts on the website when you see it peak at 3,000 on the display. So that's right there in the center. If y'all watch that, I'll get down there a little closer too. Peaks at 3. So, as a matter of fact, it may peak higher than that, and it's, although the math says 3 on it. It's got good handling, good suspension. The tires, like I said, man, they're really No wobbling. That lighting accent is so neat looking at night. Do have the front fork a little stiff, like I've told you. I kind of like that. I'm going to tell you, I think the sweet spot on this is going to be PS3. Oh, that's the other thing. You can go into the settings and change stuff. You can even turn the top speed down if you want. You can go to 3. It has 3, 5, and 9 pedal assist. I don't find this throttle to be real herky-jerky. It's a little bit, but there's been worse. The bike does have a little bit of I want to go. It wants to stay straight. It's heavier. It's heavier than, definitely heavier than the Rev 1. 95 pounds. I think FedEx must have been giving them a discount. But 3, I mean, just it zips you right up to 25 miles an hour like that. The brake does still rub a little bit on left-hand turns. Believe me, I spent time today breaking these brakes in too once I got it dialed in. So you can lock up that rear wheel and you can hit that front brake and do what we call a stoppie in the motorcycle world. But I think 2 and 3, 2 is going to be a great like trail cruiser. Put it on pedal assist 2 and just cruise the lake trail. Okay. And then if you want a little bit more zip on the trail, you could go 3, but look at that pedal assist 3. Get you right to 26, 27. And that's it. That's what it gives you. There's also, I believe, some type of, let's see how the bright light works. It's okay. You know, this road's kind of lit up, so it's not too bad. That motor's quiet. Has a little bit of whine when it first gets going, but I'll tell you, I think if you put more power to this motor, I mean, we're talking about a 2,000 watt nominal motor that's peaking at 3. It could peak at 4 or 5 easily and be happy. So I'm gonna pull over. I want to just feel it, see if it's even warm at all. So I'd call that not warm hardly at all. Oh yeah, that front brake's cold. So there you go. Got that thing adjusted a lot better. Today when I went out doing some troubleshooting on it before I found that loose caliper bolt. Or not caliper bolt, rotor bolt. It was really making a lot of noise. As soon as I brought it home and tightened it down and went back out, it was intermittent, so I knew I was going to be able to probably get it. Thank God. The front rotor is easy to replace. The rear wheel is not. Oh, that's the other thing. The motor cable on this thing, man, it is a heavy-duty big cable. Okay, The other thing I wanted to say before I let you go, we're going to end this video. We'll get the battery charged back up and do some full speed tests for you. The other thing I wanted to say though about the motor cable, I got to doing some talking with some guys at the show down in Austin when I went, and they were telling me that when you get into these 52 volt and 60 volt systems, you want that cable to go directly to the controller from the motor. That connection point down there becomes well, basically it becomes a point where it burns up. It becomes a failure point. So I did not know that last year when I bought the Rev 1 and kind of complained about that. Because, you know, it does make it a little harder to change the back tire. Because you got to go in and kind of disconnect that from the controller, or I would. But I really like this Pedal Assist 3, y'all. I rode around in it today. I really like that, being able to zip up to 25 miles per hour real quick. You know, 25 miles per hour. It's just, this bike is going to be some fun. Okay. I don't know if I mentioned it before. I did order this with no pedals. They did send it with pedals. I'm not upset about that, y'all. They saved my bacon on that. But you're not pedaling this. Look, I mean, my knee comes up to almost the handlebar height when I pedal it. I'm pedaling it now. Now you can. It should have had shorter pedal cranks for pedaling, like the Rev 1. The pedal is pedal assembly and bottom bracket is real low to the ground, so you got to be careful when you're turning the bike. You'll get pedal strikes real easy, especially in turns pedaling. You're not pedal striking this thing, okay? But if you had shorter cranks, you could get a better well, actually, you know what? Your knees would be lower. Your crank would be probably much better. This isn't a pedal bike. It really isn't. I'm gonna do it some. Let me tell you something too. It goes in the pedal assist better than the throttle. You get more juice that way. So, all right. Well, this is gonna start the first couple rides. We'll be back with a top speed test. If you like this kind of content, hit that subscribe button for me. Go Power Bikes. I know you're going to watch this video. I hope you enjoy it. Leave me a comment. Maybe in the future you could consider working with me, and you could send me well, one of your Power Goats would be nice to check out. So all right, y'all take care, everybody. We'll see you on the next ride. Have a good one.